told us it was a cure, a shot that was going to save all of humanity from a deadly plague. But what if that cure was actually the disease? Today, we are cracking open the source files of the Asertic Reckoning to uncover a conspiracy that's not hidden in some secret lab, but buried in the blood of billions. And it all kicks off with this really cryptic warning from the journal of a man named Drave Trexon. See, he'd seen the files, he knew what was really going on, and he understood that for almost everyone on the planet, time was running out. This thing wasn't a cure at all. It was a countdown. So who is this guy? The one holding the key to everything? Well, Drave Trexon was a naval officer, and he got detained for refusing to take the shot. But get this, before they could even transfer him, he just disappears. From a locked, secure room on a naval vessel in the middle of the ocean. The only things left behind were a single bloody fingerprint and a Bible verse carved into steel. I mean, he literally vanished into thin air. Okay, so let's get into it. What exactly did Drave find that made him a ghost on the run? This is where the official story just completely falls apart and the real, terrifying truth starts to crawl out of the woodwork. You know, the deception at the heart of all this is kind of simple, but it is absolutely brilliant. The public was sold a life-saving vaccine. What they actually got was a biological time bomb, a weapon engineered to just lay dormant for 5 years before it activates. But activates to do what, right? Well, this whole conspiracy has a name, and it was pulled directly from those encrypted files Drave uncovered. It's called the Flesh Protocol, and it details a horrifying countdown to a global transformation. The mechanism behind it is, well, it's pretty fascinating. The shot, officially known as Asertic 369, isn't just some simple poison. No, it's this highly advanced agent designed to basically merge with your immune system. It rewrites your blood, destabilizes your brain, and then it just waits. So what happens when that 5-year timer finally hits 0? The Flesh Protocol kicks in. That dormant agent wakes up. And people don't just get sick. They don't just die. According to Drave's files, they become something else entirely. They have a name for them. Fleshwalkers. But the thing that makes them so terrifying isn't just that they're monsters. It's that they aren't mindless. As Drave puts it in his journal, they're beasts that still remember who we are. They have fragments of their old lives stuck inside their heads. And that one detail, the memory, it leads to an even more chilling discovery. It's an anomaly that suggests this plague wasn't just some random act of destruction, but something deeply and horrifyingly personal. And this is the question that just changes everything. Because shortly after Drave escapes, he's attacked. And one of these creatures, it doesn't just snarl or groan, it whispers his name. Now, how is that even possible? Turns out, it wasn't a one-time thing. Other survivors, like an underground medic named Ken's Maze, she recorded the exact same phenomenon. The Fleshwalkers, they whisper names, secrets, even bloodlines. This confirms it. This isn't just a random mutation. It's memory, weaponized. The reason these monsters know Drave's name, it's no coincidence. It is absolutely by design. The answer is buried deep in the code of the virus itself. A key hidden right there in the veins of every single victim. So, why him? Of all the people in the world, why is Drave Trexon's name seemingly hardwired into this plague? The answer to that question unlocks this whole conspiracy, and it reveals that his fight isn't just for survival, it's deeply personal. So, while they're digging through all these encrypted files, Drave's allies, they find this hidden line of code. It's a genetic marker, a cross-sequence that directly links his bloodline to another incredibly powerful family, the Barons. And who are the Barons? Oh, you know, just the family of the president. The very same people who pushed the so-called cure on the entire world. It turns out Drave's mother was a Baron who had a secret relationship, which means he is tied by blood directly to the architects of the entire apocalypse. Drave's own words right here just capture his impossible situation perfectly. His blood connects him to both the creators of the plague and maybe to the key to ending it. He is part of the infection, and he might also be the cure. So what was the end game here? If this wasn't just about killing people, what was it all for? The final layer of this plan reveals the true purpose of the Flesh Protocol, and it wasn't about a plague at all. It was about inheritance. The world was told that President Barron's own children were being kept in a secure medical compound, right? The White Shelter. They were paraded as these symbols of hope, living proof that some people were just naturally immune. They were supposed to be humanity's future. But here, in a private moment with her son, William, the real mastermind, Lucille Barron, she reveals the truth. These children aren't symbols of hope. They're instruments of dominion. And the so-called immune heir, William Barron Jr., he knows it. He wasn't born to save what's left of us. He was engineered to inherit a world that was being cleansed specifically for him and his family. He's not a survivor. He's the inheritor. So this was the master plan, laid out in 3 terrifyingly simple steps. Step 1, introduce Asertic 369 as a cure that everybody needs to take. Step 2, wait 5 years for the Flesh Protocol to activate, turning billions into monsters and basically clearing the board. And step 3, the genetically superior Barron children emerge from their shelter to rule over a brand new, remade world. Which leaves all of us with one final, haunting question. In a world where blood has been engineered to be both the disease and the cure, and where the saviors are actually raised to be conquerors, who is the real monster? Is it the beasts that hunt in the dark, or the humans who created them?